My hands caused this to happen, that I'm able to eat that. And plus, these vegetables, when I pick them and when I cut into them, I can smell them. And it is so much more rewarding because I planted it. I made it grow. I tended it. And I know from seed to my table, each step.
Having the garden has caused us to be a lot more creative and resourceful with what we have. Expanding what we do in the kitchen. Maybe for what we would go and buy at the grocery store, maybe say, let's not do that. Let's try something and utilize something in the garden to put something on the table, a meal on the table for the children.
I have 2 young boys. They're 1 and 2. I'm a full-time student, so I don't have consistent income. And I just identify with the other moms that are just doing their best to provide healthy meals for their kids. It's a lot of work.
Oh, it's a great program. And it's great because of the various women that I have the fortune to work with in terms of promoting a community-based food justice program. With the funding that we receive from Kellogg, we try to share what we've learned and what we do on a community level as well as on a participant level. And that programming consists of the food growing program. We also do a series called Cook, Eat, and Talk, where we find when folks are growing fresh produce for the first time, they don't know what to do with it, they have an abundance of it. So we give them some ideas along with recipes in terms of how to prepare it, particularly how to prepare meals without meat. If you really think about the food conversation, most participants think about food, they're always thinking from a meat and then sides that's added to it, as opposed to the sides being the meal and how do you grow that. We do tours, we do our farmers market, we have a neighborhood-based farmers market. There are 2 days associated with that. We're at a neighborhood-based park, Garfield Park, and then we're also at Ford School. In partnership with the Grand Rapids Public School, they've allowed us to do a neighborhood-based farmers market there, and we have a ball. And we do food justice classes where what does justice mean? For a lot of folks, we say that word, we say the word sustainability or stabilization, but what's the meaning behind that? And through our food justice classes, as well as we've done food history classes, folks learn that not all food originated in America. They're like, really, the potato didn't originate here? You know, so our garden tours, our educational classes, we do our home-based growing program, we do our school-based growing program. That gives you a general sense about our kitchen table.
So you're at the Southeast Area Farmers Market. We're located on the southeast side of town. What we want to do is we're trying to market to lower income families. So we have a lot of growers that come out and bring organic, healthy foods. And what we're doing is we're supplying these families with food that are normally overpriced in stores, and they can use their food subsidies. It's those types of things that we're working on. We want a healthy community, eating healthy, being healthy.
Vendors have the opportunity to bind, to become cooperative with each other to make sure that we're presenting the best possible opportunities for our patrons to get the best food possible, as well as knowing how to cook it.
You can grow your own food and preserve it for the winter, either through canning or freezing or drying, or foraging too. Foraging is another option to stretch the food dollar.
We are going to walk around here and chew on weird things. And I was in here 2 days ago. I saw mushrooms you can eat. There's a ton of stuff. There's so much stuff. This little tree here, earlier, is covered with berries that are edible and quite good and big enough to be worth your time. We got a couple of tulip trees. In the spring, they have a big, pretty flower that's like this. And you can drink the sap that is in the flower like that. Mostly for leaves, you can tell if they're not too tough, because they don't want bugs chewing holes. The bugs are kind of trying to get this. You kind of do this, and if it's kind of stretchy, but still good to eat, that's still, usually you would just be like, no, it's way too late. But Lyndon, that's all right.
We have to have grocery stores And they have a place, don't get me wrong with that. You cannot just grow everything and fulfill everything about your diet. You do need to purchase, but we need to really rethink what does a grocery store need to look like in our community if we begin to add in our urban environment that offers us food also.
I think I enjoy my food a lot better, knowing that I grew this, from a baby, from seed to the table. I had everything to do with it, and that's just so rewarding. So it's not work, it's less work, and it definitely helps my pocketbook.